all you need to know. The Bloomberg Quint podcast that prepares you for the day's business. Good morning and happy Monday to you. It's the last one of 2019. I'm Alex Matthew and this is the daily morning update from Bloomberg Quint. Today is the 30th of December. Let's start first with the top news. In the insolvency and bankruptcy space, the Reserve Bank of India appointed administrator of Dewan Housing Finance Corporation has called for a meeting of its creditors for the first time today after the mortgage lender was admitted for insolvency proceedings. Remember, DHFL is the first non-banking financial company or housing finance company to face the corporate insolvency resolution process. The Mumbai bench of the National Company Law Tribunal had admitted the company for insolvency resolution on the 2nd of December and appointed Indian Overseas Bank former Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer R. Subramanian Kumar as the company's administrator. India's coal imports registered an increase of about 4.4% to 161.4 million tons between April and November this year. The government hopes that imports of the fossil fuel will be contained to 235 million tons this financial year. Indian power distribution companies have suffered losses worth 27,000 crore rupees in 2018-19, according to Union Power Minister R.K. Singh. In a bid to stem these losses, the government aims to reduce electricity transmission and distribution losses in the country to 15% from the current value of 18.5% within the next 2 years, according to Singh. The Reserve Bank of India has joined the SEBI in criticizing the functioning of rating agencies. In its financial stability report, the RBI has warned of rating shopping by companies for long-term bank loans based on indicative ratings given by rating agencies which are not available to the banks or investors. The report notes that most rating shopping happened around the BBB or lower graded instruments and has called for closer scrutiny of instances of rating shopping. In international news, China's economic performance improved in December for the first time in 8 months, according to a group of the earliest available indicators compiled by Bloomberg. Production accelerated as domestic demand stabilized and market sentiment turned around on the prospect of a near-term trade deal with the US. The reading is the latest sign that the Chinese economy is at or close to a cyclical bottom after activity improved in November on a global demand rebound. In the US, President Donald Trump faces criticism from political opponents for naming the alleged whistleblower whose complaint triggered the congressional inquiry that resulted in his impeachment. A retweet late Friday to his 68 million Twitter followers identified a person it says is the whistleblower. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin called Trump to thank him for intelligence that helped prevent terrorist acts in Russia, according to a statement by the Kremlin. The two leaders discussed further cooperation to combat terrorism and other issues of mutual interest, according to the statement, but the White House hasn't confirmed the call. In international markets, after a mixed close on Wall Street on Friday, the early rises in the Asia-Pacific region have begun mostly in the red, with the Nikkei 225 losing as much as 0.6% last I checked. With that, it's over to Darshan Mehta for the trade setup for the day in India. Good morning, Darshan. How are we looking at the start of the week?
Hi, Alex. Good morning, everyone. Due to the holiday seasons, volumes in the global markets are absolutely muted. The flows also seem to be rather muted. The US markets ended muted. The SGX Nifty is indicating a slight negative outlook as of now. But some of the stocks that we need to watch out for. Gateway Distriparks has decided to sell its entire 40.25% stake in Snowman Logistics to Adani Port Arm, that is Adani Logistics. Adani Logistics will acquire 6.7 crore shares at 44 rupees per share, valuing the entire deal at 296 crores. The deal is done at a premium of 3.2% over Friday's closing. Adani Logistics will then make a mandatory offer at 44 rupees per share for a maximum of 26% stake, aggregating to 191 crores. crores according to the SEBI norms. Now, CLSA believes that the acquisition adds 16% to Adani Logistics revenues and 14% to the EBITDA, and they believe that the acquisition is done at an EV to EBITDA of 11.8 times, which is a premium to its own due to the high growth potential. JSW Steel's Netherlands arms will sell 39% stake in its joint venture Geosteel LLC to its partner for $23 million. Post the completion of the deal, JSW Steel's arm will continue to hold 10% in the JV. Gujarat Narmada Valley Fertilizers, they have advanced its planned shutdown by around 3 weeks by temporarily suspending the production of TDI, and this is done due to challenging external environment and market conditions of the product TDI. Tata Global Beverages has said that the date of reviewing the joint venture terms with PepsiCo has been extended from December 31st to June 30th. CMEX says that the contract with ONGC for deployment of a vessel has been extended till 3rd May 2020. Sudarshan Chemicals will be in focus. Promoter Ajoy Balakrishnan Rathi sold in 4 lakh shares at 394 per share. In terms of IPO, Prince Pipes and Fitting will be listed on the Bosses today. The base price was 178 per share and the issue was subscribed 2.2 times. And finally, in brokerages, Aquarius has initiated on NMDC with a long and a target price of 158. They believe that the supply disruptions to spike domestic iron ore prices, which is positive for NMDC. But there's much more you need to know before trade actually starts. For that, log on to our website bloombergquint.com and click on the All You Need to Know tab and you'll be prepared for morning trade.
Thanks, Darshan. And as always, thank you all for listening in. This is Alex Matthews signing off. Have a great day and an even better end to the year.
I hope you enjoyed listening to All You Need to Know. Did you know that you could listen to the show on the IVM Podcast app? On the IVM Podcast app, along with this, we have a number of other shows which you think you'll enjoy. Listen to Cyrus Says with Cyrus Brocha as the host. Listen to Paisa Vaisa with Anupam Gupta. The Scene and the Unseen with Amit Verma. Or Shunya One hosted by Shiladitya Mukhopadhyay and myself. Check out the IVM Podcast app to get more talk content that you will enjoy.